Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we continue our Let's Play of Krastorio 2, where we last episode just got our oxygen production up and running after an episode where we had quite a few things we needed to get done because I didn't know what was needed to make all the different things. So in today's episode, I very much want to get our utility tech card up and running. We're just missing low density structures and rocket fuel. If you look at low density structures, that is just plastic, steel and copper. We have that on the bus. Before I decide if we should make it in the same cell or take it out, let's just check what is needed for. Tech cards and a ton of utility things other than what is needed for both the satellite and our rocket parts. That does mean I probably want it in my own cell, since the crafting time is somewhat long. So, before we leave here, let's just remember to get these two back to the main bus, just over here. And we could just drag it down and this way over. I think that is what we are going to do. So let's just take you out this way and down. Oh, never mind. We might as well just go down inside the cell, since I will need to change the direction a bit right here. Let's just add in a pipe and do this. Right, here we are. And that fits up nicely. Now we just need a little spot for it out here on the main bus. You can go here and should probably start to mark out what we're using and what we're not. Do we have one spot right here next to our... oh, out here maybe. Could get right next to chlorine. 1, 2, 3. Is this one used number 4? Doesn't seem like it. Let's take it out to the chlorine line. So right next to that one, being our 4th one. Just gonna drag all of this down so we have the blueprint for it. Please go this way so we know how to space things out. And are we pretty much down there now? We are right there. So there we are. That's going to show us where we can hook it up. Please come this way. And here and right there. That's going to be an oxygen line. Together with the other ones. And then maybe in here we can get lubricant when we need it. But right now we're just doing it like this. So this is flowing down nicely. Should probably expand out this one a bit more so we can hook up the things we need and probably take out this biter base. It is getting rather close. So let's do this and let's bait them in. And let's see how strong they've become. Ooh, quite a bit. So we should probably start to kill these somehow. Bring it. Let's do that before we lose our ammo. And let's do this. It seems my neighbor is drilling in the wall. That is always nice when you're trying to record. So hopefully he's done with that if you even heard it. That is at least what I'm hoping. Ow. Go away. Here we are. And let's get this hooked up. That should mean we should have a nice little cell here for our low density structures. Oh, just listen to that sound. That is horrible. Oh well, I will try to power through it. So low density structures, 3 inputs, copper, plastic and steel. we have our copper right here. We have our plastic way back here, it seems. And steel is... where is our steel? Oh, wait. Oh, there's steel. Well, that's a long way back. Let's just get that dragged all the way down. And let's see if we can do this without getting into any difficulties with other things. Please take this here and here. And then we'll continue. Might just drag the plastic while we are here as well. And there and there. And now we can take plastic as well going forward. And jump, jump. That is not needed. We have a jump here, so that means we should be able to... There we are. Gotta love being able to do this from the air. It makes it so much faster and easier to set up. Look at all this junk we have here going across. 1, 2, 2. Thank you, neighbor. Just continue, I'm not doing anything important anyway. Let's see here. There we go. So that should be that hooked up. This one will go out here and go under. Out, out. And continue onwards. 1, 2, 1, 2. And the rest should probably be a straight shot all the way down. Seems so. So let's give us that down. Here is our copper. We'll have to do this if we want the power line to go across. And we kind of want to do that, at least for now. Might change it sometime in the future. So that should be everything we need for our low density structure setup. So let's start to design it while our belts are getting put in. Well, it doesn't look like there's much to design though. It's just a free input build. Doing pretty much copper on a belt by itself and splitting the other two. That is pretty much what we're going to go with. So 2 belts in. We will not do loaders. They take so many resources. So let's just do it with this instead. I won't call it a mistake at our production science, but it did end up taking a lot more resources than I wanted it to, because of that. So if we keep it like this, a bit out from the side, could make it a design philosophy that we know. We could always line it up for this little cross here and use that as a guiding line for the rest of them. That might actually be good. We can though do this on the outside, and then we can pretty much take you, flip you to this side, take you there. Let's get some power in between. And that should make this somewhat modular. Can we take the power from in here? Oh wait, we can just do this, can't we? We'll do it. Oh, we'll do it out here instead. Or right there. That should also give it the power we need. So let's try with this setup. Let's just get it expanded down a few times. Don't think there's anything wrong with this setup as is, and it lines up somewhat nicely over here. So let's go with this. Now we just need the inputs. Is the steel on its way? There is a nice steel plates. So that means we can just hook this up at the moment. Yeah, steel plates, perfect. So you want copper on the outside. We just decided on that. And of course, there's always something wrong when doing this. We'll just go without it then. Shouldn't be an issue. We have it connecting up different places. Please output it to this line. Or actually right here with a little jump across. Let's see how I'm going to do it correctly without messing up. We'll have to move it up one. And please jump you to there and just get you out this way. That was completely wrong. There we are. And that means we can move this down a bit. Where did it go? There we are. So that'll get the copper in. Flowing nicely. It's fine like that. I was about to say we could have done it on the inside instead, because we need more than this one. So for future sake, it could have been good, but this is good enough since the crafting time is 20. What is going on? Oh, just by us getting annihilated against a wall. So that is fine. So that is that. Then right here we just need a mix of steel and plastic. Would probably just mix it out here. We have one running here with circuits that we can skip. So let's just get where they're at. These hooked up. So should be right here. Seems to be the case. And let's just do some jumping. So you'll split off right there. You can give me some room by doing this. You can jump down here. Might want to move it down to the same. What if we do it the same row right here? Would that be a good way to do it? And then we just split off our plastic right there, going along this way. And doing something like that. That seems to be a good way to do it. We'll just do the same for this one. Change, 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 and drag. And that will start our low density structure production as soon as this flows in just a second. And let's set up the same down here. Just get you away for now. Please take this setup right here and line it up with, let's just do the inside on this one or the outside. Doesn't really matter that much. Also make it easier for the copper to get in. So let's try that instead. Please do you. You'll have to output right there. That will go. We'll need a little jump here for the future. Then we have all four outputting nicely this way. And there we are. That should be a nice output of low density structures, giving ourselves a normal buffer as well. Might do a row since they don't stack that high unless the stack size have changed. In that case we might want to change it a bit. Let's go with 2 for now and see how high it stacks. And this will just work, creating low density structure for us. That was a bit more of what we need. Now we just need the low, oh, not the low. We need the rocket fuel as the last thing for our utility tech cards to have most of our beginning tech. So let's see how we will hook this up. We'll probably want a new cell for rocket fuel as well. That's also going to be used for a ton of things, so that means we'll just expand out a bit more. We will remove this one though. And get that moved one further down. There we go. Defense. And then we just need to hook it up here. What's called our rocket fuel. I'm going to do it with light oil. You can do it with hydrogen chlorine as well. Isn't that quite easy to make? Chlorine, hydrogen. Chlorine, hydrogen. So we can do it from stone instead of from oil, in theory, if we wanted to. Should we try that recipe instead? There is no difference, so why wouldn't we just do this? Light oil is needed for something else. Ammonia, hydrogen nitrate. So what if we do this setup? In theory, we could just... Oh, let's just mark this on the map while we're at it. In theory, we could just steal this setup and use that to power our rocket fuel. How much does it need? Hydrogen chlorine in a chemical plant needs 50 every 5 seconds. One of these produces that, so it's not a perfect ratio, but that means we can have a much better setup if we do this, and then the other half to make rocket fuel. But that does mean we'll need water in instead. But I kind of want to save on our oil, since that is a finite resource. The same with stone is a finite resource that we'll have to go and grab more of very soon. So should we try something else, or should we go with what we have planned so far? Let's just try the first one here. This one. This should be all be on the bus, so let's try that. And then we can try one of the other ones in the future. So firstly, you'll need full fuel refineries even. How many do we have in storage? Give me a few more time, please, so I can build something. And you will need a few things in. That means we'll have to space you out. Let's do it with 2 as always. And do this. That'll be fine. Get a power pole in between. Then we'll get... Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, can we do that? I'm trying to see where we can fit in the iron. Might just do it here at the bottom. So having an iron line in. How fast do they produce? Every 30 seconds. That's not a lot. And then have an output in the middle. What are you attacking? That's fine. And then do the same on the opposite side. So this will pretty much be a bit like what we have at our green circuits, with the outputting to the middle. So to the middle, outputting to the middle. Oh, did not mean to do that. Right here, and grabbing from here as well, from those two. Oh wait, we don't need 2 lines. That is stupid. We'll just move you up one. So we'll have you as output. And these as input. And then we'll just set up a little chest here for the buffer. At least we will in the future. Can we could in theory remove one of these and just do that to save a bit on resources. That is always good, and that should be a mighty fine setup. Let's just expand it out a few times so we have an entire row we can work with. Yeah, let's just skip this one over here and shift it into the middle. Is this in the middle? That is somewhat in the middle. Let's try. We can move it up a bit though to fit more in below. Let's leave one spot for ourselves. Let's leave 2 spots just to give ourselves a bit of room. Because I don't think we fit in 3 anyway. Then we'll just fit in 2 in this cell. But at least this one for now should be good. And you can remove this part. That is not really needed. So look how fast that was. That was actually not too bad. So let's grab this, get the rest down here. Yeah, you can just go right to the edge. Or there at least. So that'll be a, what's called light oil and or oxygen. Could probably connect it up on the backside, since we don't need that much, and I kind of want to do that. So what if we just do, let's see, would you be good doing it right here? So you'll go something like that. That'll be a bit annoying for that one. Should probably just move you out 1 to here instead. For some reason I'm always having trouble hooking these up correctly. Or not correctly, but in a way where I minimize the amount of space we need. But I think this will be good. Then we just need an underground up here. So the inside one always goes on the inside, and then the next one out goes 1 further out. That looks like a somewhat nice hookup, or way to hook it up even. Oh yeah, never mind. I was like, we forgot the iron, but we didn't. I had completely had that under control. So let's just do this. Three, 4, hook you up. And then we can drag you down to right. Oh, to right here. And continue this one down to this place. So that is good. We just need a bit of this in. Let's see. That should be fine right here. So there we go. Here is the iron in for you. Here will be the output of rocket fuel. Let's limit you to a row. Let's go and check this one. 200. That's fine. So that is that. That should start working as soon as we hook up the last 2 things, being what's it called, light oil and oxygen. And look at those, they're right there. That is perfect. Just steal you and see how far can we go. Should probably use stone at some point to mark out the areas where we have to go, because this is getting a bit silly once in a while. Okay, so that will be one of you. That will be... This one has to go further. Oh, we can just barely not reach. That means we'll have to do it like that. And like that. That should be those 2 hooked up. oxygen should be flowing in, lighters should be flowing in, and rocket fuel should be flowing out. So there we are. That is our rocket fuel setup, and that is actually looking rather good. So where did we put rocket fuel? Right there. Oh. So look at that, guys. That is actually not too shabby. Now I'll just let this run and fill up a bit. We will have to probably wait until next episode with setting up this one, since I want to do it in an orderly fashion where I don't just rush things. In between episodes, I'll probably fix this bus as well, so we have all the things at the end, so we don't have to worry about it. And wow, seems like we'll have to look how big they are. Why are they that big? That looks insanely scary. Okay, I'll just not look at those anymore. But yeah, as I said, next episode we'll do utility science. I had hoped I would get it done this one, but rocket fuel and low density structures did take a bit longer than planned. So I'll end the episode here. For once cutting it a bit shorter than normal. But yeah, the other ones have been running rather long. So next episode, finally utility science, and then we can get all the research going. I should probably have started some on this episode, but I keep forgetting. But enough about that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you think I deserve a like. And as always, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. That will mean a lot to me. And then I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.